Shall we?
Yo, what's going on everybody? Ownage. Today in this video I'm going to be discussing just a few changes in the Tough Break update, two of my favourite. But if you guys enjoy this video, comment down below if you want more, so then I can just cover up the whole Tough Break update, the balance changes, that type of stuff. Now, starting off here, we've got the Demoman / Demonite. Shield Bash now deals damage at all ranges, scaled by distance. Melee damage boost after Shield Bash is based on amount of charge consumed. Now provides mini crit at 25% depleted and full crit at 60% depleted. Charging now removes debuffs from the Demonite, Bleed Fire, Mad Milk and Girardi. All swords now have a slower deploy and holster speed compared to base weapons, in addition to their increased melee range. Now moving on to the weapons, the Splendid Screen specific weapons. Now the Splendid Screen has got a big change, removed the ability to deal charge impacts damage at any range, now native to all shields. Now increases recharge rate by 50%, increased blast resistance by 15% to 20%, so that is great. The Tide Turner though now grants mini crit instead of full crit on charge bash, reduced resistance to 15%. Now that's a big change because usually you can get the crits and now it's just going to change to mini crits, so you got to be aware of that. There's a Tide Turner, it is a great weapon, you can just go wherever you want when you want to turn at any time. Claymore removed charge duration bonus, so it's pretty much, you know, that was one of the big reasons why I used it, but I don't use it much anymore because of that. I can't charge as longer. Now restores 25 health on kill, removed health penalty, now increases damage taken while active by 15%. So you're going to be charging with holding it out to get your sword kill and taking a lot of damage while people are shooting at you, because you become a target, you know, you make that noise when you're screaming and charging, people are going to turn around you, you're going to be noticed. So, the Persian Persuader removed ammo pickups, granting health instead of ammo, added penalties of reduced primary and secondary ammo. Ammo pickups now replenish charge, now gains charge meter on hit. The Quickie Bomb Launcher, fizzle time increased from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Bulletful Caber, base melee damage increased from 35 to 55, added 20% fire rate penalty, added a 100% switch to time penalty. Loose Cannon, reduced projectile speed, now a visible attribute. Finally, reduced cannon impact damage from 60 to 50. Damage also scales with distance. Reduced knockback from cannon hit. Knockback strength is now similar to Air Blast. So the Demonite got a big list of changes, and again, that is not a bad thing, guys. You know, you gotta understand that because it brings new playstyles, new ways of killing people. However, one of the biggest upsets, or two biggest upsets I have, is the Claymore and Tide Turner. Pretty much because the Tide Turner now grants mini crits instead of full crit on charge bash. Reduced resistance to 15%. Why would you do that? Because for one, you're gonna be charging, you're gonna take more damage. Might as well give the Demonite what he needs at the end of a charge, which is a crit, so you can actually take off and go again after you get that crit. But now you're going to be taking more damage, and people are going to hear you when you do that scream and charge. So the Claymore removes charge duration bonus, now restores 25 health on kill, which is what I'm happy about, but the longer charge rate is now gone. It's not there anymore. The one thing that people loved about the Claymore is not there anymore. So I don't know how many people are going to use that anymore, because I'm not going to use it, because for one, what's the point in using it, if you're not going to charge longer? So I'm going to have to find out a new weapon, maybe like the Half Twitch. Now moving on to the Medic. That's right guys, the Medic. I am enjoying Medic lately, so in matchmaking I am going to be playing a lot of Medic. Now let's move on to the stats. Medics can now have slightly higher health regeneration when healing a hurt patient. During setup time, Ubercharge build rate is now increased by 3 times. The Amputator taunt can now be activated by Alt Fire. Healing done with the taunt now grants small amounts of Ubercharge. Vaccinator removed 10% health regeneration on proper resistance. Added slight Ubercharge build on proper resistance. Increased Ubercharge rate from plus 50% to plus 67%. Reduced overhealed Ubercharge build rate penalty to 33% from 66%. Now, as this penalty is applied after the base increase, healing an overhealed patient is now 33% more effective. Crusader's Crossbow, one of the biggest changes I think for the Medic. Healing a player with an arrow now grants a small amount of Ubercharge. The Quick Fix. Fixed cases where Quick Fix Ubercharge players can still be affected by certain knockback effects. Players can no longer capture objectives while under the effects of the Quick Fix Ubercharge. Now that is a big change for the Quick Fix, because for one, before you could be capping a point, taking all this damage and instantly building up your health to full speed. So just simply, guys, that just makes so much more sense in my mind, because now you can actually take damage and not cap, if you know what I mean, because it's like it's a normal Uber charge. You're a normal Medigun, except, well, you just couldn't take damage before. Now, in the medic slot, there is 3 big changes that really changed the way I played medic from before to now. Medics can now have slightly higher health regeneration when hurting a patient, so now I'm not really afraid to go in with my patient to heal him in a battlefield. The second one is the Crusader's crossbow change. When you shoot arrows at people, you're getting uber charge back. So in competitive, it's half okay to shoot arrows at people, because before they'd say no, use your medigun, you're not getting any uber charge that way, but now you are. So that's a big change there. And the quick fix, when you uber charge, you can no longer cap objectives. That is great, because before you could cap anything, push a cart, cap the control point when you needed it in the last overtime or King of the Hill, whatever it may be, and no one can stop you because you're tanking all this damage and dishing out all the damage again because you're just healing your patient up to full health as well as yourself. But now they block that, which is great. Let me know what you guys think of these 2 changes from the medic and the Demoman or the Demo Knight, whatever you guys want to do there, and hope you see us on the next one, and bye bye for now. Don't forget to comment down below your opinions on these changes.